Hey, what up, everybody? We are back with another standard video. And this time, well, now that we've got Lorwyn, I can play Blood Crypt again. This is a card that I've been missing. I've been missing Rakdos, so we're playing Rakdos. Now, this Rakdos deck in standard isn't super tried and tested. Pulled this one off of Twitter thanks to Will Erker, and with a little bit of alteration made it to the 75 that I have currently. So go check out Will on Twitter. Brews a lot of really interesting decks whenever new sets come out. Him and Yo Man 5 also collab a whole lot, so kind of tracks. And this deck is honestly everything that I could want. It is a mid-rangey deck playing mid-rangey threats like Cecil, Raven Eagle, Unstoppable Slasher, and Alesha. Alright, lots of cards that I've seen play. Maybe not necessarily the Raven Eagle, but lots of cards that have seen play at different points in the standard format. Bloodletter of Acklazotz and Unstoppable Slasher you've seen before on the channel as the mono black OTK, but we're throwing in a whole suite of black cards. Burst Lightning, obviously Lightning Strike, Runhilder, just so that we can have some removal, more removal, stuff that gets us a little bit of extra card advantage and gives our stuff haste. Fear of Missing Out's actually kind of interesting here because we have the ability to hit Delirium. Maybe not necessarily easily. Inti could definitely make this aspect of the deck pop off a little harder. But having Delirium and then just being able to hit with our 2-3 bodies is pretty awesome. Or, thanks to Lorwyn, we can play Abigail. Abigail is a 1-1 flying first strike lifelinking creature for Orzhov or Black Black in this deck that just lets us turn any of our creatures into basically no ability creatures. They keep all their stats though, and they get flying first strike and lifelink counters. This works out particularly well with Rock Curse Rakshasa. Now, when Tarkir Dragonstorm came out, I was really high on this card, and then it didn't do anything. I was really hoping that it would work out in these Unholy Annex shells, and keep in mind, I'm a big Annex enjoyer, but we're only playing one. The format's way too fast for us to have a slow, dirtily enchantment as a 4 of. In a different version of this deck that I played, I tested it as like a 3 or a 4 of, and I did fine in one of the leagues that I played with it, but overall, Will was definitely on the right track. One is definitely enough here. Alright, we've got Blood Crypt. Yay, thanks Lorwyn for bringing it back. We've got Multiversal Passage because realistically, without a fast land, you need extra red and black sources. So this is about the best that we can do that's not tapped. Restless Vents hasn't necessarily seen a lot of play, but I think this could be its time. Couple copies of Soulstone Sanctuary, a bunch of swamps, a mountain, and in the sideboard, 3 Duress. Jeskai and Blue-White Control are seeing an uptick right now. You need this. Intimidation Tactics. Simic Badgermole Cub decks, Bant Airbending, you need this to play against them. Acklazotz is definitely a little interesting, but with the amount of discarding that the blue-red decks end up doing, I kind of like this. I'm also not necessarily against playing something like Tiny Bones, but having the ability to come back as a land and ramp us a little bit seems pretty good. Outrageous Robbery to deal with the control decks, Pyroclasm and Seer to deal with creature decks, and because Spider-Man is such a powerful deck in the format right now, 3 copies of Soul Guide Lantern. But that's everything. Like always, everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It's new thanks to Lorwyn, so hex that subscribe button. Alright? Who cares if you gotta blight yourself a little bit and potentially suffer through a long league or two? But the subscription's worth it. Leave a couple comments, like, subscribe, the whole YouTuber thing, and I'll see you guys in match number 1. All right, match number one. We get to be on the play. And hand is fine. I don't hate it. I think we're going to go Restless Vents into Multiversal, play Brynhildr, and okay, opponent's mulliganing aggressively. They're mulling down to 5. Chances are they're probably going to be the, I guess, Badgermole Cub deck. Let's play land taps, they go. 24 lands definitely makes us feel, okay, they're airbending. Yep, either Badgermole Cub or airbending, both of which are gonna be kind of abysmal matches for us. Let's do this as a swamp, and let's go ahead. Play that, exile the top card of our library. It's a multiversal passage. I don't hate that. Now, the problem is we can Rot Curse here and swing and then immediately lose it. So I think what we have to do, as much as I hate the idea of doing it, is we gotta play Rot Curse and then just sit with it. Maybe swing with Brynhildr. Ugh. But that just doesn't seem that great either. Alright, Jean comes down. I mean, if we can get some removal to kill that Badgermole Cub, I wouldn't hate this. Oh, green-blue. Ew. Why are you doing... Oh, Mockingbird. Okay, okay. Well. Well. I suppose now we definitely just... God, there's so many things that we can do. And none of them seem particularly great. Let's start by doing this. We will throw this Restless Vents into the yard. And let's put that down on the battlefield as a swamp. No. And I mean, we might as well just attack with this. I don't think there's any world where we just keep it up, because they're likely not flying in with this. And right now they've got 6, 9 mana. I mean, if they just go for Nature's Rhythm into Craterhoof, we lose, basically. Like, we have no ability to get through a hoof. You tap down that one for 3. Yeah, no. You do it like that, opponent. If you're gonna... Oh. You're making white mana? How bold. How interesting. Oh, God. It's another Badgermole Cub. They all tap for 4? Dog, that's just disgusting. Bright Glass Gearhulk. Okay. You're cooking, I suppose. You can do... Oh, that's gross. You can tap this for blue and then make another copy of Bright Glass Gearhulk. Get a Mockingbird. Yeah? Okay. Again, opponent is just popping off here. I gotta love this for him. Okay, so 2 copies of Mockingbird were picked up. You copy the Bright Glass. You are just gonna absolutely dumpster us. You get a Seam Rip? Okay. Okay, bud. Meltstrider's Resolve was your last card in hand? Your last unknown was Meltstrider's Resolve? Ugh. Well, this Seam Rip is going to tear us apart. And, well, nope. Can't do that. Gotta go double black for Abby. And then we die. Yeah? You just swing out here, opponent. We're not gonna stop you. We kinda can't. Whew, doggy, this is an abysmal matchup it looks like right now. Okay. Let's see if you do it. You do have to tap out of some stuff, I guess. Do you have a nature's rhythm? No? Okay, you're tapping it for the white. So you can land a... Okay. Okay. That's worse. That is way worse. What do you get? Oh, okay, you're just putting it in hand. That's real sick. That's super sick, opponent. Yeah, that's... No, you do that. You do that, and then you just seam rip one of our things, and then we will just go ahead and hit this concede button and move on to game number 2. Okay, so this is basically an on of loss for us. Alright, bring in those pyroclasms, bring in the seer, bring in the intimidation tactics. Slow cards are coming out. So Unholy Annex is definitely out. Honestly, these Raven Eagles are probably coming out. Alesha seems really good. Bloodletter was definitely just clogging up our hand. And what else do we get rid of? We'll drop, I guess, a Abby and a Alesha. Run it like this. Whew, that was insane for our opponent. All right, game number 2. We're going to be on the play. And there's a lot of removal here, but we need lands to play this game too. Yeah. Okay, no removal, bunch of lands. We'll keep. It's not great, but we'll keep. Let's go ahead and Blood Crypt tapped. And opponent goes Hushwood and Llanowar. We're going to go for a Rock Curse Rakshasa. And the great thing is we can go for the Unstoppable Slasher, swing in with this Rock Curse, and then just give a bunch of their stuff decayed, which will be sweet. And never mind, that line is gone. So we're just gonna do this and hope that we can hit a Pyroclasm. Pyroclasm right here would be lit. Okay. Okay. So the problem is, as much as we want to just attack here, I mean, there's lots of reasons for our opponent to just take that. Okay. We will just throw this down as a swamp and do nothing with it and hope that we don't die. I mean, our fingers are crossed. Pyroclasm off the top goes insane here, though. Like, a singular Pyroclasm just sweeps this board and makes us feel like a king. Alright, Mockingbird X's 2. Copy the slasher. Neat. Alright, so I think the move is to just swing with the Rakshasa. No, it's definitely just swing with both. Okay. I mean, Lightning Strike off the top also just helps us out a lot here, too. Alright, done and done. Cool. Can we die? Can we die from this point? I think the answer is yes. I just don't want to see how we die from this point. None of their stuff except for this land can block, which is great. Alright. Tap land. And I mean, okay, so we just do this, hope that we don't get bounced off. And are we getting bounced off? Are we getting into the flood mod? We won that game. Okay, sick. They just kind of had the explosive turns and we had enough aggression. I can get behind that. Okay. How do we feel about everything we've got right now? It's fine. Yep, run it. Run it. Okay, we can keep this hand. I think our turn 1 play depends on theirs. And that tells us that we need to intimidation tactics over literally anything else. Alright, so intimidation tactics. Next turn it's tactics and Cecil. Explosive Prodigy. Huh. Neat. Okay. So, I kind of like just taking Elf there. I mean, Prodigy's cool. You can't necessarily play it. I mean, again, we're in a really interesting spot. So it's like we cast this, look at their hand. If they have a formidable speaker, nope. Nothing new. Just an extra land. Okay. So they're probably just going to Seam Rip Cecil. Okay. This is good. And I think we just do this. Discard Brunhilde. Okay. That's actually great for us. Yeah. Alright, opponent's got 3 cards in hand. One of them is Temple Garden and then 2 unknowns. I mean, we've got a lot of advantage right now. So we've got 1, 2, 3. It's about to be 4 types. We're about to have Delirium, actually. That's insane. Alright, Formidable Speaker. Discarding probably the known Temple Garden. to get what? Badger Mole. A crazy set of draws for us. So let's start by looking at that Badger Mole, and that hoof ain't ever coming down. Okay. And then we will pay 3, kill that, and combat. Yeah. Now the thing is, do we want to attack again? I think the answer is actually yes. Yeah. Extra declare attack. And... Alright, so we know they've got the expensive Crater Hoof in hand. They just hit the Temple Garden. Do you swing? You do. Okay. Well, see, now I think we just hold this Burst Lightning for literally anything. Declare blockers, combat damage, in combat, extra declare attacker, and getting in for a lot of damage here is insane. What's this opponent got in hand? Is it anything? Oh no. Okay. Discard hoof. Hit land. Hit land. But what would you say about 2 slashers, opponent? What would you say about this, opponent? And they scoop it up. Let's go. See you guys in match number 2. All right, match number 2, and we are probably mulling this hand. Yeah, we gotta mull this hand. This hand isn't much better, but like, I guess it's got things. It's got multiple must answer threats. So, yeah, I guess we'll keep. Cecil on 1, Blazemeyer on 2. And we're playing Spider-Man. Okay. Well, let's Cecil. I guess it's not necessarily Spider-Man. It could be like the Golgari Demons deck. But it's unlikely. Alright. F6. Show me what you got, opponent. Those 3 Soul Guide Lanterns are really going to put in work. Yeah, it's Soul Tie. Overlord. Bringer, Bitter, Deceit. I guess Deceit's just the only take. Alright. We drew a Requiting Hex for turn. That only deals with 1 creature in this deck. Maybe 2, depending on what build they're running. Are you gonna just Thoughtseize our hand? Cool. You been one of our unstoppable slashers because requiting hex isn't doing anything for you. You play a land, and we look real dumb next turn. But let's go ahead and do it. Alright, we go to 16. I guess the advantage that we could have had here was play Rock Curse, let Rock Curse die. We can make all of their stuff have decayed. That's like the one thing that we could have done differently. If they don't have Superior Spider-Man here, we feel really good about this. But the fact that they just went like Deceit to just check our hand, it's kind of crazy. Yeah. I mean, we do get Unstoppable Slasher with a stun counter on it. That's cool. Okay, opponent's just tapping things. Cool. Oblivious Bookworm. I guess that's something. Okay, two more, I guess, to Bitter Triumph. No, another Deceit. So it's either Requiting Hex or Rot Curse. And like Rot Curse being in hand is probably the best that they could do here. But I don't know. Okay, yeah. So that is exactly what they do. We are okay with this. They get to do what? Draw, discard a Harvester of Misery. Now, obviously, they're going to block this Unstoppable Slasher. And obviously, all of this stuff will die. You Spider-Man, and this dies, this dies, this dies and comes back. Yay! And everything just looks really bad for us. Okay. So what do we turn into these bad creatures? What do we make into just the worst blockers on the planet? I mean, we can do it to 3 things now, which is great. You. Yeah. Alright. So those 3 now have decayed. And then it's just 10. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, cool. Cool beans. I mean, the math was mathin', but yeah, we were super dead there. Okay, Soul Guide Lanterns and Intimidation Tactics, and that's out. That's out. I think both of these Abigails are probably out. Brunhilde is out, and a Braid is out. Because a Braid's not hitting anything relevant. These can at least kill some of the stuff that's a blocker for us. This is main board exile. Yeah. In a previous version, I really enjoyed the Leyline of the Voids that I ran, but it's got to be an opening hand that makes it so bad. Even though it's legal and it's not going to leave the format for a minute since it was in Duskmourn. I don't know. If it was just a little bit cheaper, or just maybe if it was a containment priest effect and just reprint it, have it be cheaper would be great. Sure. Yeah, I guess this will work. Raven Eagle will destroy something from their hand that they end up binning. They're mulling down to 6. We will do this as a swamp. And no. We got that Blazemire Verge, which will be nice. And Intimidation Tactics. Yeah. So take a Raven Eagle. Feel really good about that decision. Like, we're both decks that are not mulliganing exceptionally well into one another. Well, now it's definitely... It feels much better for us to not have to shock, but we kind of just have to. Okay. Overlord. Alright, doing a bunch of stuff. Cavero. Cavero's coming back to your... Nope. Neat. Alright, well, let's play you. And I'm trying to think of what other cards might be good. Alright, you play land number 3. Shocking it in. That's not good. Formidable Speaker. Really not good. Holy. That is terrible for us. Bring her the last gift, and you are revealing what? What are you revealing, opponent? I guess Harvester? Well, no, because even Harvester Cycled only deals like 3? I wonder what they do get here. It's got to be something that kills this Raven Eagle, that's for sure. Wistfulness. Okay. I mean, Wistfulness is pretty strong. Let's go. Get this swamp. Do that. Bing, 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 bing. And opponent's reading the card. And we're eating this opponent's card. Alright. Bringer of the Last Gift is exiled. They cannot full cast this Wistfulness, but what they are definitely going to do is swing. We're not blocking. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we can either kill them here or get very close to it. Yes. Alright. Let's eat your Undercity Sewer. Okay, yep. So now you are definitely just going to Bitter Triumph, targeting the Aclazotz, discarding the Wistfulness. That way you can get around what we were doing. Okay, well, no response. And then we will make this deal 6. Okay. I mean, I don't necessarily feel super bad about this spot now. Oh, they're stuck on 3 lands. Okay. Probably not getting back anything. Okay. Neat. Oh, well. Uh, shock that in. Discard. Do that. Move to combat. And opponent scoops it up. Cool. Did not expect to win that one. Love that for us. Run it back as is. Yeah, I feel like our sideboard plan is pretty fine. And being able to just go for 6 here, turning our Burst Lightnings into Boros Charms here, really solid. Okay. Game number 3. Hand is slow, but we're going to keep it. Opponent mulls to 6. So as long as they don't start with an untapped land, we Blaze Mire into Intimidation Tactics and then turn 2. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. If we can hit untapped land for turn 2, this will be great. I really, really want to take this. Oh, wait, they only have 1 land. Yeah. I think it's we exile Overlord. Overlord gives them the most stuff. Deceit, being able to look in our hand is really good, but they can't Deceit. Yo, okay. Huge. Opponent stuck on 1 land. We are winning this game. Undoubtedly winning this game at this point. Let's go ahead and take your... So now actually a very good question. I think we just take Wistfulness. Okay, so... And now we play this. Okay, yeah, we'll eat our own Intimidation Tactics. Okay, opponent hit land number 2. They go Bookworm. Bin Deceit. I would like to stop them from drawing more cards. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Do you have another one? Okay, so you're taking this Bloodletter. You're absolutely taking that Bloodletter. I don't see a universe where you take that Rakshasa. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, we're doing this, and I think we are just going to bin this Rakshasa. Okay, so... having Burst Lightning here isn't the worst. Okay. So, binning a what? And what are you going to discard? Bin Deceit. Revealing what? A Wistfulness. Okay, well, now we are absolutely just targeting that here. And then doing this. Okay. So, good news is we are about to have this in our graveyard. Okay. So, evoke. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, let us sack this and exile our opponent's whole graveyard. You now have, technically, you're about to have 2 creatures that you can have doing things. Is Rock Curse Rakdos not good? I mean, here it's just... Yeah, I think this is the perfect time for us to just drop it. Maybe hit something good. Okay. Turning Rakshasa into another fear of missing out. I don't hate that. Opponent does need a land, though. Alright, so... Opponent's going... and just looking for, I think, land at this point. Yeah, Bookworm. Okay. So, we know they've got Cavero and 2 unknowns. Cavero and 1 unknown soon. They dropped another formidable speaker. I think it is just kill Bookworm. And let's... What do we do here? Because I don't think it is, like, anything but just bin Cecil. No, that would have been so good. Yeah. Okay. So now it's just do all of this. If they don't hit land, we should be okay. If they do hit land, we might lose. Well, they have indeed hit land. What are they going to cast this as? Can't be Cecil. Can't be Rock Curse. Could be Oblivious Bookworm. Just Big Worm. Big Worm, or it could be Wistfulness, I guess. Opponents just really thinking this one through. Oh, God. This standard Living End deck is gross in the worst way. Okay, if we go extra land, if we go untapped land, it's Untapped land Soul Guide Lantern, maybe? Or is Untapped land Soul Guide Lantern even the move? I don't know if it is at this point. What are you playing that's an elemental for 4 mana? Yeah, you just play Cavero. It can become an elemental, but opponent, what are you doing? Okay, they finally got it. They understand it now. Turn this Cavero into a Wistfulness. That way you can draw and discard because of the blue ability. Okay, I see you. I see you. That's why you threw this on Elemental, thinking that it would be able to be cast with the Elemental cost. Blood, I don't think you understand how bad that is. You can't block. What? Well, no, because now it's definitely not that. If an opponent would lose life during this turn, no response. Would you like to block, opponent? Combat damage. Super dead. Okay, did not expect these wins. We are 2-0. I'll see y'all in game number 3, or match number 3. Something. All right, match number 3. We're going to be on the draw. I think I can keep this. Ooh, okay. Hushwood Verge. Let's play that. Play this. I mean, we're doing a lot of damage here to ourselves. Okay, Bant. Badger Mole. Okay, we're doing a little bit less damage to ourselves. Let's deal 3 to you. And we're at 16. Formidable Speaker. What are you revealing? Discarding Hoof. Getting a Cub. Okay. Well. I think playing that tapped is going to be good enough for now. Okay. We are at 14. I mean, play Cub, target. Make 2, tap, untap. Neat. Cool. 2 blue, 2 what? Because you can't make green. That's some interesting ramp. Holy. Like that. Okay. Well. We will discard that. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and kill this thing. So it's making it exceptionally difficult for our opponent to go Ouroboros and just pump up everything and have something left over. Like, wow, rhythm for 2. Okay. I mean, discard a card, do that. We'll do this as a swamp. No. We will swing. And, I mean, are you going to let us deal some damage? Yeah? Alright, flip them. Okay, so the good news, the absolute best news, is that we can Rock Curse Rakshasa. Riddlin. Okay. I mean, yeah, we're swinging. Our fear of missing out will be quite large. And then we'll do this. Boop, 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 boop. Black, red, Rakshasa. Oh no. I mean, you got to tap down these other 2. Okay. Rhythm for 2 is good. Earthbend 1. And then you can 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only for 2. I mean, I guess you can Ouroboros here. Yeah, you do it for the Boyd. Because that's only 7. I mean, yeah, you play Riddler. You know what? Actually, let's swing. Okay, so that. I mean, opponents gotta block with this because we're swinging lethal. We're swinging lethal. Now, here's the thing. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 12. Honestly, I think we do just. We just do this? Yeah. these can't block, but we play it just like this, and I don't know if our opponent can do anything. It's 4. I mean, that's 6. Meringue. Meringue is good. This is better. Okay. So, after all this, I think it's just going to be... Well. Well. I mean, our opponent can very easily block a lot of the stuff that we've just got going on right here. They do get to Ouroboros, which is huge. They cannot Crater Hoof us, which is even bigger. Get old boy back. If we can get any burn spell off the top, we're good. They just got to tap down Riddler. Rhythm for 2. Are you getting another Badger Mole? What are you getting for 2? We've killed all of your Badger Moles. Explosive Prodigy. 2 damage to that. No. Rude. Okay. Target creature an opponent controls. I do like that, though. I guess you're just gonna shoot homie? Okay. I mean... we're just killing that. I mean, this is good. I am struggling right now, though, to just think of anything. Like, you just play an Ouroboros. You flashback a Nature's Rhythm? Okay, another Riddler? Cool. 1, 2, 3... Elf? What is happening? Leyline Weaver? I am certainly just losing my mind here. All right. We're throwing this one in the air. I mean, this is swinging. Okay. fear of missing out. Burst Lightning? Burst Lightning off the top. Let's go. Holy. What a weird game. Alright, so Pyroclasm and Seer come in. Intimidation Tactics come in. Slow card out. Wow, that was a game. That was a game. That was a game. Raven Eagles are out. And then Abigail, Brunhilde. That game made Alessia seem really good. Maybe it's just trim. Both bloodletters? A bloodletter? Both bloodletters. It's both. It's for sure both. And maybe it's both Abigail's, but I definitely feel like Abigail just being able to hold the line there would have been insane. I like this hand. It's got removal. The only thing I'm not big on is this bloodletter. Oh, opponent's mulling to 5? Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Gene Pollinator. Well, let me see what you got. Riddler's gone. Okay. Do that. Play that. Your only card in hand is Multiversal. Now, surely, I just sweep the board here and let them feel bad. Because now it's just Multiversal on Swamp, tapped, Multiversal on Swamp, tapped, or untapped, and then Multiversal on Swamp, tapped, and then kill this thing, and yep, eat our Pyroclasm. You got it. Riddler, draw 2, play a elf. Wow. That is a brutal one. Now, you know what's even more brutal? Well, they need 2. They need 2. They've only got 1. Okay, what are you getting? Because now I just have so many questions. If I can kill that, that'll answer one of them. Badger Mole Cub. I mean, sure. We can basically treat this as a removal spell for their Badger Mole, which is almost hilarious, because it's going to be those two Multiversal targeting, or yeah, target Multiversal, tap that, untap, make that, have some more mana. They're gonna get a Quantum Riddler this turn. The long and short of it is they get a Quantum Riddler. Okay. So let's turn off this thing. And then we will play this untapped. That way we can make this do things next turn. Cool. And I mean, our opponent can't Nature's Rhythm for something huge. They do have the ability to get the other unwarped Riddler, I guess. Nature's Rhythm for 2. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You got yourself another Riddler. Dang. These Riddlers have been really good. They draw 2 cards. I mean, sure, opponent. Hmm. Okay. Well, that's dead now. And this is tapped as a swamp. Okay, so Abigail acted as a removal spell, which is sweet. But for it's still Ouroboros time. It's still Ouroboros hour. Okay, so are you just gonna naked Ouroboros now? No. You go do this, and then you still just see. You tap for 4, 5, 6. You just tap that down. Get Hoof. And Hoof us. Or I guess they side out Hoof in game 2. Okay. Yep. No swing. And yeah, that definitely does it. Okay. We are happy to scoop that one up. Insane mold of 5. And we could have gotten there, which is even crazier for us to think about. What do we want? Alright, as good as Abigail was there, let's take her out and bring in... do we want Raven Eagle? Because again, it got real dirtly at the end, so maybe that's fine. There's a lot of questions about what we can sideboard as this matchup goes on. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep. We'll start with Swamp and then go from there. All right. Swamp and pass. Untap. Neat. That's dead. Honestly, let's do this as a swamp. And pass. I think the less that we can shock ourselves here, the better. It's all about keeping our life intact and our opponents at a minimum. Alright, kill that. Okay. Rock Curse. I mean, if our opponent doesn't play anything on turn 3, we're cool with this. Leyline Weaver. And then let's swing. Okay. Nothing. No shock. Maybe there's some logic to us just... Ooh. Okay. Let's sear it. Okay. And do this. It can't block. You're taking a bunch. An opponent's tapping 3 to play Formidable. Getting a Badger Mole. Oh my god. Alright. They cannot not block this. They have to block this. Otherwise they get OTK'd. Okay. You have to do something here, opponent. Oh my goodness. This combo of cards is real strong. And upkeep stop. Because you can't kill us at this point. Did we? There's no shot that we have done this well. This is bewildering. I am loving this, though. Okay. Okay, opponent's just thinking. They're trying to put the pieces together. And I'm trying to put the pieces together, too. Abigail acted as a removal spell. Requiting Hex is basically just doing its best impression of Fatal Push. Like, this has been nutty. Okay, opponent scooped it up. We had the upkeep win, but Cecil too? Like, this is so bizarre. Loving this. See y'all in match number 4. Alright, match number 4. We're going to be on the play. And this hand is kind of gas. This hand is so lit. What? Hold up. Alright. So, we're playing against mono red, it looks like. I mean, if this opponent has any good burn spells, we're so hosed. We need life gain. Where's my girl Abigail right now? This would be perfect. This is her moment to shine. Okay. Well, this is really bad for me. Okay. Well, bad news. We're taking some damage here. But I think if we hit a black source here, we also just kill our opponent. Like, if we hit a black source, we just straight up kill our opponent here. Yeah. If they don't kill our Cecil, we just kill them. I guess they can do that too. Okay. Opponent's at 4. I mean, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to block this. We cannot block that. I'm concerned now. How do we win? I am slightly less concerned. But we do have to kill that. Alright. So, cat off the top kills us. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Burst lightning, shock, lightning strike. Like, you've got a lot of removal spells that kill our stuff, that hurt us. Don't. No cat. No cat. Whoo. Whoo, that made me squirm for a second. Okay. Seer, Aclazot's intimidation tactics? Okay. There's a lot of cards that we can play here. So, is Seer that good? They've got O'Hare. They're definitely bringing in the cat. Are there any X3s? Not really, and we can kill most of their X3s. X2s definitely seem like a bit of an issue for us to deal with. And then, like, Aclazot's is an unquestioning, like, yes, we are bringing it in. Summon Brunhilde, not so much. Raven Eagle, it gains us some life, but Unstoppable Slasher. Is Alesha that good? I don't think she is. And what else do we want here? I think almost everything else could be fine. I can see cutting Bloodletter. I can see cutting Annex. It's either cut Annex or we cut an Abigail. Let's start by cutting an Abigail. But again, I can see the utility in having that. Abigail does die to our Pyroclasms, but when we play Abigail, we're so good. This is crazy. Oh my god. Okay. Yep. Yep. Everything about this hand is a snap keep. Opponent mulls to 6. What are you doing with a Spire Bluff Canal in your deck, opponent? What type of evil are you engaged in? What type of nefarious deeds do you perpetrate where that is even a consideration to be running against us, brethren? Okay, well, I'm just casting this and killing this thing. If you go Spell Snare here, that's fine. I can't see a world where you would Spell Snare Scalding Viper. Scalding Viper's good. Crazy, but I like doing this and dropping a Lightning Strike. Okay. So next turn we would have OTK'd if we, well, we needed a land to OTK. There's the links. Alright. We're holding them back. We need the lands. Okay. So they're probably wondering why we took that and didn't just block. Let's swing and see what they do. I mean, now, we definitely just do this. We definitely just do this on Swamp. No block. Okay. Seer. Seer is strong. Seer also kind of hurts us in a couple different ways. Okay, so 2 burn spells off the top kill us? Okay. Well, we're at 5. We're at 3. Hired Claw. Hired Claw doesn't kill us right here. Oh no. Hired Claw is actually so close to killing us right here. Oh, buddy. Okay, yield through this turn. Don't do it. Don't pump it up. Don't pump it up. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go, opponent. Okay, you did it. Yep, yep, yep. Alright, well. We cannot attack. Have a land. Have a land. Just have a land. One land. One land. No actual spells. Just a land. Nothing. Nothing. You ain't got nothing. Oh, you got something. Oh, you have something, you evil monster. You're about to hit us for 2, straight to the face. I can smell it. The villainy is here. You're just going back and forth with it, opponent. You bounced it. You bounced it to our hand. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have a couple things that we need exactly in this situation. And that ain't it. Okay. So, what can we do here except swing? And we're going to lose. Yeah, opponent's not going to block here. If we had played out this bloodletter, they would have blocked 100%. Yeah, you have no reason to block. Okay, cool. You see the line, opponent. GG. Alright. That was a close one, though. That was insanely close. Honestly, bring in Abigail. Take that out. I mean, we did see some reason to have Seer. But I feel like a lot of things would have helped us there. Requiting Hex would have been good before we got hit with that Hired Claw. There's a lot of things that would have been really nice. And maybe it's actually really good to take out maybe not Cecil. Bring Alesha back? No. It's Seer. We'll take out one Cecil, bring in the Seer, and leave it like that. Just having that little bit of extra removal, that extra potential to get there is going to be good for us. Okay. Game number 3. We're going to be on the draw. Or on the play. Keep this. Go Restless on 1. Multiversal, potentially Shocked on 2. But we've got 2 pieces of removal for whatever they play turn 1. If they don't play anything turn 1, then these and the rock curses look a lot better. And if we can go runner runner with untapped land and just keep the pressure on them, then I think we'll be fine. Because Bloodletter on turn 4 with just these two swinging is like another OTK. Okay, so opponent's keeping 7, I'm keeping 7. Let's have this hopefully work. Okay, vents go. They will probably just go red source, hired claw, and pass. But this also depends on them playing kind of efficiently. Yeah, claw. Okay. So I think we do just need to shock that in. I really hate that we're just shocking that in, because it's like we're guaranteed taking at least 2, potentially 4. And let's go ahead and stop in our upkeep just in case they play. Okay, they played Scalding Viper. Take 2. Holy. Alright. Deal 3 there. Yield. We're taking a lot of damage here. Okay. If I can get Black Source, just straight up a swamp here, or even our one of mountain. Okay. And I think maybe it was better for us to just save this for a different turn. Or just save it until... because we could have just taken some damage here. And then, again, just OTK'd them. Okay. Pump. Yeah. I mean, do you have double shock? I mean, this is going to hurt so much. If we don't... if this thing dies, this just sucks so much. Okay. Shock. Yep. Yep. Oh. No. Ah. Ugh. Brutal. Okay. Yeah. You got us, opponent. We die. Yeah, I think we would have actually had him had we played it just a little bit tighter. I think we would have had him. Good game, opponent. All right, we can take that loss. See you guys in match number 5. All right, match number 5, and we're going to be on the draw against someone with a Daybreak account. Neat. All right, so opponent's mulling to 5, which definitely means they're either a Badgermole Cub deck or a Superior Spider-Man deck. Both of which are not the ideal situation for us to be playing against, but what can you do? I think we're going to definitely start on Blazemeyer Cecil, and then turn 2 is just kind of our oyster. Now, if they're a Badgermole Cub deck and they start off with a interesting, are they Jeskai? I suppose they are. Just given the multiversal land start, that are their lessons. What? I mean, I'm sure our opponent is also just staring at our cards right now and just being like, what is this? So I guess they're Boros? Okay, Clarion Conqueror. Sick. I mean, yeah, you just block Cecil? But wait! What if my Cecil reappears from the grave? It's the greatest disappearing act known to mankind. Alright, so our opponent's playing Boros Dragons. This deck did top, I want to say it was like one of the decks in the top 8 of RC Portland. You're just going to kill this Alesha. Yeah. Aw. Man. Okay. Alright, well, we go down to 11. Opponent also goes down to 11. And then another multiversal passage on Mountain Ure. Doing that, though. You're just Boros Burn? Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm just doing this. Do this on Swamp. No. I'll go to 9, you'll go to 7. I mean, kind of confused on what you do here. Because you're stuck behind this O'Hare at this point. You cannot swing with it. They're just hybridizing dragons and burn, like just regular mono red. I don't hate it. It's definitely cool. I mean, Abigail and Rock Curse are going to go crazy here. And I guess this is almost revenge for that insane mono red game that we just lost. Nova Hellkite is crazy. Okay, you're swinging with both. I have to block here. Otherwise, I just die to any burn spell that you have in hand. And I mean, I guess this is just good enough. Alright, so we're eating your Razorkin. And we will do this. Oh. Oh. Okay. Abigail's real nice. Abigail is very nice. So we can swing, eat a thing. I mean, it just makes a lot of sense for this opponent to go Hardcast Nova Hellkite, swing. We don't necessarily have that same ability, unfortunately. Well, actually, we do. If we hit Lightning Strike in hand, we can swing with Raven Eagle, exile one of our things, and then crack the clue, Lightning Strike face for lethal. But it requires that exact combination of cards to get there. And Nova Hellkite does leave us dead to a lot of things. But I think they're just gonna... Okay. Hexing Squelcher is a card. Warp another Hellkite. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, so Cecil. Cecil is the card that we get for turn. Let's play Cecil. Let's wing Raven Eagle. Let's eat your Clarion Conqueror. Okay. Is there a combination of cards that we can have at this point? It's the same combo. Okay, let's do this. Now, the great thing is, we can actually abrade one of their Hellkites if they decide to play it. We have given ourselves a very good out here. It's super close, and if they have Boros Charm, we're dead. But I don't think this deck would run Boros Charm. Oh, opponent commented. Okay. Show chat. Oh. Alright. Cool, 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 cool. I mean, they're not gonna swing. Alright. So, again, we're giving ourselves some outs. No freaking way, bro. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna kill our own thing. We don't want you gaining life. No response. Okay, cool. That was very tough. Um, so what do we want here? It's like intimidation tactics, Acklazotz. Is Pyroclasm actually that good? I don't know. And is intimidation tactics really that good? I don't know. Pyroclasm hits everything except for the Nova Hellkite and the Clarion Conqueror, which I think might be the only cards that they're running that are big. And this only hits Clarion Conqueror, but so does everything else in our deck. I don't know if we bring in Seers. Intimidation tactics definitely seems like the best. We take out Brunhilde. We take out the Unholy Annex. We take out a Bloodletter. And I think we take out a Cecil. I think we just trim around the edges, and I can almost see a world where we take out both Cecils and leave in. And you know what? The more that I talk about it, the more I'm talking myself into it. Alright. Both of the Cecils are out. Run it like this. These red matchups seem super close. Those green matchups were definitely our opponent's mulliganing and hitting kind of bad there. But this deck feels really close. Definitely some spots that I would love to improve on. But it's really close. Okay. Game number 2. Opponent's mulling to 6. I'm keeping this hand. If we can hit another black source, then this Abigail goes crazy. Oh, sweet. Our opponent's a streamer, too. So, go check our opponent out on ConnorMan11 on Twitch. Alright. Let's do this. Blazemire and Pass. Huh. I might have to go and check out Homie's stream after this. Alright. So, they go Mountain. I definitely want to do something, but I can't just because of a little bit of fear. I want to go for that fear of missing out and just hope to hit a black source. But this Rock Curse Rakshasa is just way too high of upside to not play. Because if I can turn it into a 5/5 flying, first striking, life linking beat stick, then we just feel unstoppable. A single seam rip, though, absolutely destroys us. Okay. Okay. So our opponent's definitely thinking this one through. Alright. They play Hired Claw and pass. Yep, okay, we're doing it. This is bad, and it feels really bad. Yeah. Been that, and we hit another Abigail. Yep. Okay. So... fear of missing out was definitely a choice. I'm kind of hoping that we don't get punished for it here. Soulstone's good. It looks like you're just gonna warp in a... yeah. Warp in a Hellkite. We're taking 6. Okay. Okay. This is great now. Okay. So, dug ourselves a little bit closer. I feel so much better about our sequence of plays there. Oh god, if we had hit this at any time during that mono red match, it was turning in our favor so hard. Okay, kill Abigail. Rude, but understandable. I mean... I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just gonna discard this other one. Get myself back up to 20. And put you down to 10, opponent. What say you? You have to have a very potent combination of things to kill this now. That's the start of a potent combination. And this is our OTK. GG's opponent. Alright, I love that 4-1. That was really good. Obviously, go check out ConnorMan11 on Twitch, but do that after you see me in the wrap-up. Okay, so what do we think about this Rakdos Aggro, Rakdos mid-range deck list? It went 4-1. And it was a really interesting set of games. Our opponents mulliganed pretty aggressively and did things. And I think that's an angle that this deck can really attack. I definitely am not committed to some of the cards that we have here. Raven Eagles are fine, but they're not the best. Though they definitely have some utility in the format right now. Cecil is good. And in our mono green game, we got to see just how good he is when he flips. It was able to prolong that game, but again, I'm not married to having 2 of this card in the deck. It's really sweet though. And if we had some way to ramp to get this out just like a turn earlier, it would feel unstoppable. Much like our good old slasher here. The deck is really awesome. I think if you have the opportunity to try this, give it a spin yourself. See how it goes. But let me know what you guys think. Maybe there's a couple cards I should consider. Throw a comment down below. Let me know. And obviously, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.